just to get started, could you tell us a little bit about you and your journey and a little bit more about your company?
Yeah, it's myself and my partner, Courtney. We have been thinking about doing this for years, and we're kind of looking for the right space. My background is in fashion merchandising design and like the fashion end of it, and then Courtney's background is more in like the business and marketing. That's what she went to school for. And yeah, just kind of like the connection of both of us, like she has kind of like the more brainy side and I'm like the more creative side, so it just works.
Yeah.
And we looked all over for a space like through Westchester and the main line and everywhere, and nothing kind of fit until we started coming here and just kind of found like our niche here. And yeah, we've been open for a little less than 3 months, and we are a mixture of vintage and contemporary lines.
Okay.
So our contemporary lines are like, we really try to focus on women-owned things that you can't find that like at Neiman's or Nordstrom's and stuff. We want things that are different to bring our customers things that they wouldn't normally see. And yeah, again, they're women-owned, they're all made in the US, like the fabrics are constructed here, all of the designing is done here, and they're like just really awesome women to work with. So we've kind of built like these connections with them, so it's kind of like this whole like family that we've kind of created almost.
Nice.
And then the vintage stuff, we are both stylists too, so we go all over the country, California, New York, up and down the East Coast, everywhere, kind of like curating these vintage pieces and collections that are like one of a kind.
So how do you find your designers?
The new designers that we work with, we've gone to New York to like a bunch of different like trade shows and meeting just different designers and stuff, and just kind of picked who we felt like the best connection with, I would say.
Okay.
And the stuff that's kind of like a mix of both of our styles, because I think that's important, because I'm like, I feel like I'm more of like a chameleon in that way, where I'm like, can be super girly or like way more feminine and like kind of wear dresses and like all kinds of different styles. And I feel like my partner is like the total opposite. Like she loves more androgynistic styles and like jeans and t-shirts, and like that's her kind of vibe. So I think the two of us trying to find like one designer that kind of blends both of them is like a little tricky.
Yeah.
But I think we did like a really good job finding those perfect ones for us.
Were there any unforeseen things that popped up when you were starting your business?
Yeah, I mean, there's things here and there, like when you're running a business or starting a business, that are scary, or like we've never done this before, so like kind of jumping in and starting from scratch is like, it's a lot, and it took a lot of time and a lot of planning. But no, there's nothing that was kind of like halted us from wanting to do it, or like maybe we shouldn't do this, or it just kind of, it's been smooth, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's always like some not great points here and there. But yeah, you want to kind of, again, just keep going.
So have you had any mentors who've helped you along the way, or anybody who's inspired you in your business?
My dad is a business owner and has been for like before I was born. So I think he's like a big inspiration, because I feel like he says the same thing I have always said, like I can't picture myself like working a 9 to 5 or like sitting at a desk, or like that's just not my personality. And he's said the same thing, like he's always felt like I just want to do something creative, or like do something on my own and like be my own boss. And I think that growing up in that atmosphere and like with that kind of environment and family, like just kind of pushes you when you have the same drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say my dad definitely inspired me to keep pushing, and like both of our families are so supportive, which that makes it a lot easier too. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, do it, like that sounds so cool, it's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was nobody really like, I don't know, or that makes you like uneasy or scared, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. Yeah, but I just feel like there's a lot of people in our lives that are inspiring in that way.
Is there any piece of advice that you would give for women who are dreaming of opening their own business, or kind of starting out?
Honestly, just like keep going, do it. Like you can do it. Like a lot of people are going to tell you, like maybe it's not a good idea, or maybe are you sure? My advice is just keep going, and you can do it, and you can be successful. You just have to have like a positive outlook.
Yeah, and the fear can't stop you.
Exactly.